Hello, I'm Shelly Horton and I've had hay fever for as long as I can remember. I grew up in a small country town in Queensland called Kingaroy, famous for peanuts, but come harvest time, my poor nose just wanted to run out of town. Now, my hay fever comes and goes, but when it hits, I start sneezing, the roof of my mouth gets itchy, which I've always found weird, and of course I get a runny nose. Oh, and stabbing pains behind the eyes. Ugh. But like other people I know with hay fever, I just put up with it, or I threw wads of cash at my pharmacist for over-the-counter medication. Then last spring, I was doing yoga, and while I was doing the downward dog, I got this excruciating pain in my tooth. So I took myself off to the dentist, and he told me that my hay fever had actually caused a sinus infection that was pushing on the tooth, but there was nothing wrong with my tooth at all. And that made me realize that I'd go to a dentist about my tooth, but I had never thought to see a doctor about my hay fever. So finally, I saw my GP, and as well as getting a treatment plan that works for me, here's what I found out. Hay fever affects more than 3 million Australians, and yet over 50% don't think to see a doctor about it. The medical name for hay fever is allergic rhinitis. Up to 8 out of 10 people with asthma may also have hay fever. Hay fever can be triggered by different things for different people, and the symptoms can be worse in spring. So if you have hay fever, see your GP and get advice about appropriate management and treatment options. After all, hay fever is not caused by hay and it doesn't give you a fever, so it's best that you speak to the experts. I just wish I'd done it earlier.